So Sunday night, almost back to the work week. Nobody's looking forward to that, least of all me. But I am looking forward to what we're going to open up tonight. We have got quite a few things to open. Most of them don't have a lot of cards, so it won't take an awfully long time for the most part. But we've got some football and some baseball. We're going to open up some 2013 Topps Supreme, 2015 Topps Supreme, 2011 Prime Signatures, 2010 Plates and Patches, some 2013 Momentum Football, and then we're going to finish it up tonight with a half case of 2017 Topps Chrome Baseball. So that's kind of what's happening. I'm trying to get chat loaded, and it's not really wanting to cooperate with me at the moment. So while I am waiting on that, let's take a look at the spreadsheet for our first break. And it is 2013 Topps Supreme Football, and it is the fourth time we have broken that particular product. Of course, you'll see our eBay end date, that's tonight, and our live stream schedule, that is right now. We'll scroll down through here. You'll see team names on one side, winning bidder names across from it. I'm not marking anything as unpaid these days, so if you have not yet taken care of payment, please do so. For those of you who have already taken care of it, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I am still trying here for just a second to get chat loaded. While I am waiting on that, let me set some of this out of the way here. I don't know why the iPad is so finicky about trying to load chat, but it really is. I'm also going to get rid of that autofocus, which should make it a little bit easier to see our cards. And meanwhile, let's jump in here. Let's see what we've got in some 2013 Topps Supreme. Well, eventually I'm going to get this plastic off of here. Hi, Humphrey Bogarden. How are you? You didn't win anything tonight? Well, thanks for hanging out with me anyway. Even if you didn't win anything, I'm glad to have you hanging out with me. Let me get I've got my own computer on the wrong screen. Good gracious. Hi. Chrome Hobby is the last thing that we break tonight. I do usually break in the things in the order that things end on eBay. So we have this 2013 Topps Supreme. We have 2010 Plates and Patches, 2015 Topps Supreme, 2011 Prime Signatures, 2013 Momentum, and then 2017 Baseball. So you won an Ian Happ bat set, an Ian Happ bat signed on Friday. How did you waste your time on a signed Ian Happ bat? That sounds like a good thing, Humphrey Bogarden. I would think an Ian Happ signed bat would be a good thing. This is Tom Brady to 170. Denard Robinson to 50 for the Jags. T.Y. Hilton for the Colts to 75. And our hit is going to be for the Chargers, Keenan Allen. And what is Keenan Allen numbered to? 50. That is 25 of 50, if you can see that kind of up there on that upper edge. So, like I said, most of these breaks tonight, especially the early ones, are pretty quick. And that's all there is for 2013 Topps Supreme. So that one is in the books. Shipping wise, guys, if I didn't say this already, most of this will probably go out Thursday or Friday. There is the possibility always that I will get it out earlier, and I always try my best to, but that's what I'm going to, just right off the top of my head, that's what I think we're probably looking at, is a Thursday, Friday kind of configuration. Next up is 2010 Plates and Patches. This will be the 11th time we have broken this product. And it's our same format that you saw before. The only difference is you'll see a couple of notations in there that say no bids buyback. Those are just orphan teams, unloved, unwanted, got no bids. So if anything comes out for one of those teams, it'll stay here with me and join their brothers on Card Mountain if anything comes out for that. And you You want it on an arcade lot. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Ryan, what time does what start? Yeah, so everybody must have jumped in a little bit late. Let me go through the order of this again. Normally, I break in the order that things end on eBay. We just did 2013 Prime. We're now doing 2010 plates and patches. After that, I think is 2015 Supreme, but it could be 2011 Prime Signatures. I don't remember precisely the order that those two ended in. Then it will be 2013 Momentum. Then it will be Chrome Baseball. So if you guys ever want to know kind of what time something is, you know, where it is in the lineup, if you pull up items by seller and just take a look at like the whole thing that I have listed for a day, it's most of the time I list them in the order that I'm going to break them. Every once in a while, if I list something that doesn't have a lot of base in it or memorabilia or something, and maybe I've messed up and listed it towards the end, we'll move it to the front. But generally, we kind of go in the order that it was on eBay. So, all right, guys, this is Armonte Edwards is our first card out. That's a nice looking 2-color patch, and of course, it's sort of an on-card auto. It's not a sticker auto, but it's one where they've signed like a blank piece of paper that's been inserted into the card, I believe. That is numbered to 699, and it's for the Panthers. And even our base cards in here will be numbered. This is Steven Jackson for the Rams to 499, followed up with Matt Forte for the Bears to 499. A little Michael Crabtree coming out for the Niners to 100. And you'll see some of these, you know, they do have the little bit, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Maybe you can see it that way. A little bit of chipping and wear kind of on the edges and the corners, and that's pretty common. I'm sure most of you are aware of that already. Golden Tate for the Seahawks. That one is to 299. Benjamin Watson for the Browns, that one is $250. Fendi, I don't know this player, Fendi Onabun or something thereabouts. That is a sticker auto on that one, and it is to $249 for the Rams. Oh, Jason Pierre-Paul, this is a nice one for the Giants. That's also a sticker auto, and you do have a little bit of a dinged up lower right corner in particular. That is to $449 on the Jason Pierre-Paul. And then we wrap it up with DeMarcus Ware for the Cowboys with a little materials hit here. And the DeMarcus Ware is to what? 200. So we'll just buzz through our hits real quickly. There's not many hits in here, so everybody probably saw them, but just in case you didn't, we'll show them all one more time here on the hits, and then we'll buzz into the next break. All right, so that is 2010 plates and patches in the books. Let's see what's coming up next. All right, I have 2011 Prime Signatures, it looks like, is next up. And this is 5 boxes of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures. That is a half case. This is break number 28. It's the back half of a case that we started a couple of nights ago. And same format as before. We'll scroll down through here. You'll be able to see your name and lights across from your team. And of course, one of these does go up before each break. So if you're in a different break other than 2011 Prime Sigs, obviously, you know, we'll put the spreadsheet up before we get into your break as well. We may find some redemptions here in 2011 Prime Sigs. In fact, we often do find redemptions. And if we do find some, they are going to be expired. But don't worry. Even if they are expired, you can still redeem them, and you do want to still redeem them. You want to put them in your Panini account just like you normally would a redemption. And if they have it, they're going to send it to you. And if like 6 weeks or 8 weeks go by and you haven't gotten the card yet, I recommend that you reach out to them on Twitter. The guy's handle is @PaniniCSM. at Panini CSM. So if you've put in an expired redemption and not gotten the card and not seen any movement on it after a couple months, you know, tweet him, and he can usually help you out. Because they may not still have the card, you know, but if they haven't, they will work with you to find something comparable, either for the same player if it's possible, or if they don't have something for the same player available, they'll ask you, you know, like who are your favorite teams and stuff like that, and who are your favorite players and stuff like that. So, oh wow, a Cody Bellinger Superfractor 1/1. Cool. So yeah, Ryan, I mean, I can't tell you exactly what time Chrome is going to start. It's, you know, it's after the rundown there that I gave you. I mean, we break them in order, so it just depends on how long it takes to get through these others. As I said, nothing has got a lot of cards in it tonight. Chrome and Momentum have the most, but I can't, you know, tell you exactly what time that will be. So all of the cards in Prime Signatures 2011 Prime are numbered, even the base cards, so you can expect to see that. First out's the Bengals to $4.99. Little Matt Castle to $99 for the Chiefs. And there's our hit. I got him in the wrong order. There's Troy Aikman to $4.99 for the Cowboys. Our hit is Jordan Todman to $2.49 for the Seahawks. And that one is an on-card auto, which means that Jordan Todman was most likely at the rookie premiere, because I think the majority of the on-card signatures that are in 2011 Prime came from rookies who were at the rookie premiere that year. This is to $4.99 for the Bucks, the Ari Ellis-Ben. Dave Casper to $4.99 for the Raiders. Jay Cutler to $99 for the Bears, and maybe soon for the Dolphins if you believe the rumors. And then a little David Harris to $75 for the Jets. That one, of course, is a sticker auto on the David Harris. And he's obviously, that's not a rookie out of there either. Occasionally we do get some veteran signatures rolling through here. Did I not say Charger? What did I say? I don't know what I said. If I misspoke and I did not say Charger, sorry. I don't know. I really don't remember what I said, but obviously if I said the wrong team, I apologize. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis to $4.99 for the Patriots. Jamal Charles to $4.99 for the Chiefs. Chad Greenway to $4.99 for the Vikings. Oh, nice one. A little AJ Green to $1.99 on-card auto hit for the Bengals. Nice little hit coming out there for the Bengals. Oh, he signed already. Okay. Well, the last time I looked at the news feed, which was, I don't know, probably about 10 or 11 this morning, I've had kind of a hectic day. They still were not saying that it was a done deal, so it is a done deal now. Okay. 10 million. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go then. No, Jay. All of the cards ship, unless the listing says otherwise, which none of these did. Unless the listing says otherwise, everything ships. So I don't keep the cards. I send out the cards to, you know, whoever has the team. Noshawn Marino to $4.99 for the Broncos. A little Brian Cushing to $4.99 for the Texans. Harlan Hill to $25 for the Bears. We've been pulling him a lot lately. And here is a redemption. I told you we'd end up pulling one. We're going to set it aside and deal with it in a minute. Clay Matthews to $4.99 for the Packers. Malcolm Floyd to $4.99 for the Chargers. Alex Karras to $99 for the Lions. And another hit for the Jets. This one is Jeremy Curley to $49. That's also a sticker auto. That one a rookie hit. And we're going to take a look at who this player is on the checklist, but I'm also going to go online to the Panini website and we're going to verify it there as well. This is Denarius Moore, according to our little sheet here. But I'm also going to jump into the Panini website. So bear with me for a minute, guys, while we go through the drop-down menu. And I can't actually see chat while I'm doing this because I'm using the iPad to navigate to the checklist. So if you're typing anything in for me, I'll see it here in a few minutes, but not right this second. While I am trying to get this loaded up. Oh, that is not what I wanted to have. Good grief. They have a little, if you guys have never been on the Panini website, you know, they have the checklist for all of their products, but it's like a big, long drop-down menu you have to go through. This is Rookie Signature Silver. All right. Rookie Signature Silver. Okay, so Denarius Moore is for the Raiders, and it's going to be numbered to 199 according to the Panini website. 199. Oh, I tell you what, I've got a ton of cards here. That's why I call it Card Mountain. You know, it's like insane. I have way more cards than I want. Partially because it is stuff that I open myself, you know, and then I just stack the base in giant heaps. And then there are the teams that don't sell. And so I have those cards added to it. And then, of course, you have the people, you know, the teams that sell and the people don't ever pay you. So then all those cards get added to it. And yeah, it gets crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, so to review our hits here for 2011 Prime Sigs, we have the Redemption Rookie Signature Silver for, I forgot who it was now, Denarius Moore, right? Yeah, Denarius Moore. And that is the Oakland Raiders. It's going to be numbered to 199 if they still have it. That was followed by Jeremy Curley to 49 for the Jets. The nice A.J. Green for the Bengals to 199. That's an on-card auto. David Harris for the Jets, sticker auto to 75. And then Jordan Todman to 249 for the Chargers. And guys, if anybody ever wants, I always mean to say this and I forget to, if you pull anything in one of my breaks that you want a one-touch for, just shoot me a message on eBay after the break. I'm always happy to do that, just at my cost, plus, you know, whatever PayPal charges me to receive the money. And I've got most of the sizes here these days. I just bought a bunch and stocked them up. Card store had a bunch of sizes, and I just got some of everything. All right, next up is 2015 Topps Supreme Football. This is break number 4. And same format that you guys are accustomed to seeing. eBay end date tonight, live stream schedule now. Teams on one side winning, bidders across from it. Anything that would say no bids buyback, which I don't know if there are any in this one. Looks like there aren't, but so we don't have to worry about that. But when you do run across that, that just means that teams that weren't sold and they hang out with me. What are you asking me about, Jay? You want to do what now? It's hard for me to look at chat and do this, so sometimes it takes me a minute to see what you guys have in chat. And it also is a little bit of a delay from when you enter it into chat to when it pops up on my side. I think there's like sometimes a minute or more delay for whatever weird reason. This is Nelson Aguilar. I can't say his name. For the Eagles to 194. A little Peyton Manning love for the Broncos. We pulled a nice Peyton Manning numbered to 10 out of what the other night? Out of Certified. It was out of 2017 Certified. I had to think about that a minute. There's Eric Dickerson to 99 for the Rams. And our hit here is for the Bears. It's Kevin White. And you've got 4 pieces of material and a sticker auto right there in the middle. And you do have one nice piece of material up there. The 3-color one in that upper right corner is a nice one. And I'm looking for the number on that. There we go, 8 of 10. So that's a nice low number with the 8 of 10 Kevin White for the Bears on 2015 Topps Supreme. That's going to move us into Momentum. Now this one does have a little bit more base in it, so this one takes a little bit longer, and then of course Topps Chrome will be after we do Momentum Football, and Topps Chrome, of course, you guys know, also has a little bit of base in it. So these last two take a little bit longer than our front 3 or 4 did, but hopefully it's going to be worth the wait. This is 5 boxes of 2013 Panini Momentum Football. That is a full inner case. And this is the 4th time we have broken an inner case. Or you may as well just say case. I don't know why they even call them an inner case, except I think they stack bunches of these cases into another case. And so they call the one a master and the other's inners, but whatever. It's the same thing. It's a sealed bunch of cards. It makes a case. So in here there are a couple of the no-bid buyback teams, so if anything comes out for that, stays with me. Anything else goes out the door to you guys. And this one, if you remember from, I think most of you or a lot of you have broken this with me before, so you all know there's tons of hits in here. We're looking for 50 total hits in this case of Momentum Football. And it's crazy. Like, we get there's just a tremendous number of hits that come out of this break. And if it goes anything like the past breaks have, most of the teams will end up with hits, but it seems like there's almost always 1 or 2 that get base and don't get hits. But most teams end up with something, and some teams will end up with, 6, 7 hits out of a break like this. Jay, I don't have any jerseys breaking tonight. I do have jerseys breaking this week. I honestly do not remember which nights they break, but there's at least 2 or 3 football jerseys that will end in the next week. I think there's maybe a baseball jersey or 2. I mean, there's a fair number of jerseys and helmets and things, I think, that go this week. All right, so our base cards, we're just going to kind of buzz through because we're more interested in the 50 hits that we're going to be getting than we are in our base cards, I think. This is to 199, first hit out for the Browns, and that is a little Barcavius Mingo hit for the Browns. And we should have 1 hit per pack. Marcus Wheaton, rookie. Of course, I know the Steelers in here are looking for Mr. Le'Veon Bell, who needs to show up for camp. And speak of the devil, here is Le'Veon, numbered to 299. No signature on this one. Big piece of material, though. And it's always good to see Le'Veon show up in Momentum, because that usually means if we find him in here once, we'll probably find him in here again. So he is... that is one thing I can tell you about Momentum, is we often see multiple hits for the same team. $3.99 Marcus Lattimore coming out for the Niners. And that's mainly because I think the people who are supposed to do the random stuff on this do a terrible job. Just terrible job. I don't know how they decide who does the, quote, randomizing of these cases, but a lot of times doesn't seem like they're very random. There's a little Stephen Taylor to 49 for the Cardinals. You've got 3 pieces of material up there and a little sticker auto down here. It's a nice looking card for the Cardinals. And a low number. Eric Trueblood, we did do prime signatures. Yes, we have already done prime sigs. And who do we have come out of it? We had a Raider, a couple of Jets, A.J. Green for the Bengals, and probably one more that I'm not thinking of. Greg Olsen to 49 for the Panthers. I know we just opened it, but I tell you what, there's so much... there's so many cards that I open and look at in a night. I most of the time can't remember who we pulled, even though we just looked at it. I know that's terrible, but between all the sorting and the breaking, it just goes right out of my head almost as soon as I say it. This is one of the clear cards. I happen to like these in this series. I think they're nice. This is Danny Amendola for the Patriots. They do sometimes have some little surface scratches and things on them, just even right out of the pack, but they're still nice little, fun little cards. This is to $4.99 with a little Philip Thomas for the Redskins. Any Denver. Eric, I don't know if there were base for Denver. I mean, there could have been base for the Broncos. I don't think we had any hits in 2011 Prime for the Broncos, but we may have had base. I honestly didn't pay attention to the base. I know that's bad, but again, you know, it's just one of those things where you look at so many in a given day, it just doesn't, I just don't retain it. Sharif Floyd Vikings, Jordy Nelson, Stevie Johnson, Darren McFadden, and Cam Newton. And our hit is Reggie Wayne for the Colts to $49. I was hoping that was going to be signed, but instead we got a little piece of material there for Mr. Reggie Wayne. Kenny Stills, because you never open 2013 without finding some Kenny Stills. Ooh, Von Miller to $49 for the Broncos. Oh, that's a nice patch. Got a nice little 3-color patch down there for Mr. Von Miller. It's a nice hit. Theo Riddick, Richard Sherman, Tony Romo, Aaron Rodgers, Jawan Jameson. Our hit is Jordan Reed, another hit for the Redskins. This one is to $399. That one is materials. And it's all about getting to the hit and momentum, right? E.J. Manuel for the Bills to $299. That's another one of our jumbo materials. So we were about equally split signature and material on that one, I think. Because these are just, 10 hits per box, 1 hit per pack, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee you that they're, all autographs, all memorabilia, or some variation thereof. So I think that one was pretty evenly split. But I like momentum, and I like any case that we can open and have 50 hits in it. That's always fun. The more hits, the better. That's the way I look at it anyway. And of course, everybody's going to walk away with something, even if you don't have hits, you're going to have base out of a case break. So everybody's going to get something, but hopefully we're going to find hits for everybody. This is Dion Jordan to $399. That is for the Dolphins. Well, Geno Smith there. Hit coming out for the Raiders. That is to $199. Tyler Wilson. Signature sticker. Pretty much I think all these are going to be sticker autos, all we've seen so far. So if anything is on card, I will call it out that it's on card, and otherwise if you don't hear me say that, just assume that it's a sticker auto. This is to $199. Another E.J. Manuel. 3 pieces of material there and your signature. Travis Kelce, we'd like to find some ink for him in here. Stedman Bailey for the Rams to $299. You've got 4 pieces of material, but they were a little stingy with the color because it's all navy. Could have maybe given us a second color in there, but they were feeling stingy, I suppose. I can't believe that we're getting ready to already have preseason football this upcoming weekend. It just seems like that time has flown by, doesn't it? It seems like it should already be time for us to be starting preseason football, but yet here it is right around the corner. Giovanni Bernard to $199 for the Bengals. he should be, I think he's recovered, isn't he? Didn't he have ACL surgery in the off season? I think he did. Kenny Stills to $3.99 for the Saints. Little material. Here we're going to have a dual material or signature or both. It's numbered 8 of 25, Adrian Peterson and Christian Ponder. Oh, those are both nice pieces of material on both sides of that card. So nice, nice little hit there for the Vikings. You guys know I'm a fan of a good piece of cloth, so I like that one. Oh, yeah, this is 2013. So Derek Carr was a rookie in 2014, right? So, yeah, Derek Carr wouldn't be in this set. This is to 49 with Derek Rogers for the Buffalo Bills. But we got some 2014 stuff that we'll be opening up. Adam, you're asking about the 2011 AJ Green. Do you want, you mean you want it in a one touch? Because it would go in a sleeve normally. Because you wrote in a sleeve, but I'm wondering if you really meant in a magnetic case, a one touch. That is Geno Smith for the Jets on the clear card. Because any of the hits will go out in a sleeve and a top loader normally, unless you guys, you know, want a one touch. And if you do, just send me a message on eBay, because I won't, you know, be able to match up always everybody's real name with their username, and so many people in chat I sometimes would forget. But if you shoot me a message over in eBay messages, if you want a one touch for something, just tell me what hit you want it for, and then it would just, you know, I would bill you via PayPal just at my cost plus whatever PayPal would charge. Kevin Mentor to $5.99 for the Arizona Cardinals. But if you really just want a sleeve and a top loader, no worries, man. It will already be coming to you that way. So don't have to worry about that. That's part of your bid price. EJ Manuel to $3.99 again for the Bills with the dual material. Guys, I'm going to move this giant stack of cards over here into the sorting area onto that mat, because I don't like how tall that stack is getting. It just makes me a little bit nervous. So I would rather not have it be so tall. And we have 3 more boxes to open, so. Oh, yes, okay. I will be happy to do that, Adam. If you would, though, maybe just, I mean, I should be able to remember to do that, I think, at the end of the break. But just in case, would you please just shoot me a message over in eBay to remind me? And I probably won't invoice you for it until tomorrow, but I'll take care of getting it in the one touch tonight. As after the break ends, I usually sit here and put everything in sleeves and top loaders, or one touch if warranted at the end of the break before I do much of anything else. And guys, if you sent me a message in eBay, by the way, this evening that came in anytime in the last couple of hours, I did not have time to look at them before the break started, and I apologize for that. I'll answer it after the break. I was busy getting the spreadsheet ready, and I looked up and I had like 4 minutes till time for the break to start, and I had to get the break started, and I didn't have time to get into messages. That's to 49 on the Le'Veon Bell. It's not signed or material, but it is numbered at least, so, and a low number to 49. $5.99 on Rex Burkhead for the Bengals. And I forgot to move our other base to the front. This is $2.99 for the Zach Dysert for the Broncos. We will recap all the hits. Does that say RJ or PJ? PJ. My vision. Yeah, PJ, we will recap all of the hits at the end of this break. So if you missed anything, we will recap them at the end. Mike Glennon to $3.99 for the Bucks. So I know it's hard to keep track of what all comes out of here. This is $5.99 Chance Warmack for the Tennessee Titans. Little Justin Hunter is over with my Steelers this year. Oops, I just stacked that on our hits. Why did I do that? Losing my mind. Tyler Eifert to $3.99. Another hit for the Bengals. Got 2 material swatches there. And this is coming out for the Chiefs, $5.99 Eric Fisher for Kansas City. Surprised we haven't seen any Cowboys yet. This is a series that normally has quite a few Cowboys hits in it too. Monty Ball to $99 for the Broncos. Materials and signature on that one. Coming out for the Patriots, Aaron Dobson to $149. A little Joe Flacco to $199 for the Ravens. Don't see a whole lot of Joe Flacco materials, or really even a whole lot of Joe Flacco signatures, honestly. Don't pull him too often. They're on a DeAndre Hopkins rookie. Giovanni Bernard to $3.99 for the Bengals with the materials hit. And again, I'm just going to stack some of these over into on the sorting mat so that we don't have to worry about them tossing over or anything crazy. This is box 4 of 5 on Momentum. And then, of course, after Momentum finishes up is when we will jump into our Topps Chrome baseball. We're doing football right now. I'm losing my mind. I don't think we don't have any new baseball that comes out this week. So this upcoming week, we're going to clean up and finish up Allen and Genscher. We'll finish up Stadium Club. We probably won't get Chrome finished because I think I still have 4 or 5 cases or 6 cases of Chrome. So we won't get Chrome finished, but we will break Chrome several times this upcoming week. Take advantage of the fact that there's not a ton of releases coming out. We can get caught up on a few things maybe. Jonathan Baldwin to $199 for the Chiefs. And I'm also going to have a lot of odds and ends stuff pop up this week because I finally went through and did some inventory work and found all kinds of like odds and ends things that'll be showing up in various breaks over the next 7 to 10 days. I don't know how to say his name. Mawiki, maybe? We're going to go with Tony Mawiki to $49, also for the Chiefs. Chiefs got back-to-back hits there. Another one of our little clear cards. That is for the Bengals. For the Jets, Marcus Davis to $199. Travis Kelce rookie again. $5.99 Ace Sanders for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is to $49, Tyler Eifert for the Bengals. Nice little hit. Yes, Humphrey Bogarden, I will have some full cases of it for sure. As I already had the half case number, 3 listed, so obviously I had to break the back half of that. So I think 3 and 4 for Chrome Baseball are already listed. And then break number 5 in Chrome Baseball, I will list as a full case for you. This is Matt Barkley to $99 for the Eagles. Nice little bit of material up there in signature. Jordan Reed. Philip Thomas again for the Redskins to $5.99. I think that's the second Philip Thomas we've pulled out, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and Ginter, it's already broken up into 2 half-case listings. I didn't break any Ginter in full cases. It was all done in half cases. But, you know, you can always look at the videos and see that all the hits are accounted for because they're all labeled. You know, I label everything by date, and they're all sequentially numbered. So, you know, it's pretty easy to look and see what came out of the first half of a case if you're wondering what's left in the second half of one. This is to $3.99 Robert Woods for the Bills. Sometimes, depends on how close together I break them, sometimes I will remember what we pulled out of the first half of the case. If there's too many days that have gone by in between and I've broken too many other things, I may not always remember what's come out in the first half, but usually somebody in chat will. This is to $2.99 Zach Ertz for the Eagles. 4 little materials pieces there. And then, of course, you can always, you know, look at the video too. That will show what's come out of each half of it. Marquise Goodwin for the Bills to $2.99. I would like to tell you that I could remember every time, but we know I can't because somebody just asked me what came out of 2011 Prime Signatures that we opened 20 minutes ago, and I couldn't even remember them all. So, yeah, it's just, I used to do better about it when I first started out, and I wasn't probably doing as many breaks per night as I do now. I could remember with a little more certainty, and these days it's like, yeah, I don't retain it. But the rip cards in the last case of Allen and Ginter we did, the hot box was in the first half of the case, and both of the rip cards were in the second half of the case. In the first case of Allen and Ginter, the very first box we opened was the hot box. And I remember that because I was so focused on looking at the cards that I didn't even notice that we were in the middle of the hot box until somebody pointed it out in chat. And I think we had rip card 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. One of them was Babe Ruth. And I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was a Met out of the first case. Don't remember what Met it was. And then the last case was a Yankee, I think, and I don't remember who the other one was. Keenan Allen to $2.99 for the Chargers. Marcus Lattimore to $49. That's a nice patch. So it's $2.49 for the 49ers, and it's a nice big piece of material there, probably off of, looks like off of a number or around a number. Yeah, the Babe Ruth was the first rip card. I'm pretty sure it was the first rip card we pulled out of the first case. It could have been the second one, but it was definitely in the first case. Because I think we also pulled a Cody Bellinger out of there. This is to $5.99 for the Jets. Marcus Davis. But it would be, if you're looking for the video on it, that would be Allen and Ginter, you know, half case break 1 and 2. It would be in one of those. Jeremy Maclin for the Eagles with the materials hit. Whoops, I'm about to stack our base on our hits again. Another Zach Ertz to $1.99 for the Eagles. This is probably going to be a numbered. It is. That is to 49 on the Aaron Millette for the Ravens. For the Vikings to $1.99, Xavier Rhodes. That is /99 Giovanni Bernard again for the Bengals. Nice little hit. For the Colts, Bjorn Warner /599. Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't personally bought into any Allen and Genter breaks myself at all this time around. I've been so busy lately. I just haven't had time to get into too many breaks as a participant. So I haven't been able to rip into any cards this year. Denard Robinson /399 for the Jags. This is our last pack here. And our hit is Justin Hunter for the Titans in the jumbo material /299. We'll flip through the base and we slide them over, and then we will review our hits out of 2013 Momentum, our giant stack of hits. It's always nice to have a giant stack of hits. But I would like to have seen a little more parity with the hits. I don't know that they did a great job in keeping the, in spreading the wealth, so to speak. It seems like some teams got a lot of hits and some teams we may not have much for. I would prefer it if they would do a little bit better job with their randomization, but they never do. Neither of them really, Topps or Panini. Both kind of bad about it, in my opinion. Yeah, the Bengals did have quite a few hits in here for sure. That is a really nice, two nice pieces of material right there for the Vikings. That's probably my favorite materials hit for the night. But that is the thing about Momentum. It's kind of what I said at the start. It's sometimes that's also a nice piece of material, though. Sometimes it's sink or swim. You'll have a team that'll come out and have a bunch of hits, and then you'll have other teams that get one or none or not much. And it seems like once they get on a roll, they just kind of keep going, which is why when we saw the first Le'Veon Bell, I thought we might find more, but turned out not to be the case this time. But we did find a lot of Bengals, you are right about that, and lots of Eagles, and lots of Zach Ertz in particular, but lots of Eagles it seemed like. And there's another Eagle. So Bengals were good, Eagles did well, a few Jets, a few Bills, Patriots, Broncos, Chiefs. There were multiple Chiefs, I think. I guess more teams than really I thought maybe got something as we sort through it again. I do see some other teams that I had forgotten about, but the Bengals do have a lot in this break. Bengals do have more than normal, I guess, in this break. Marcus Lattimore and Barkevious Mingo. And that is 2013 Momentum. That's going to bring us up to, let me get them out of the box over here. This is the back half of a case of Chrome Baseball that'll be coming up next. And we opened the first half of this, Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night, recently, anyway. Within the last couple of nights, we opened the first half of these Chrome. You'll see that these boxes are numbered on the end. That's because when I take them out of the case to start out with, I generally number them on the end and then let random.org pick out which boxes we open. And that way it keeps it all very transparent and above board, and that's why those are numbered on the end, because we had them numbered for when we did the first half of the case. So this is 6 boxes of 2017 Topps Chrome Baseball, is half case break number 2. And same format that you are accustomed to seeing. No bids buyback. Those cards stay with me if anything comes out for one of those teams. And everything else ships out to you guys. So you get a chance to see your name in lights there across from your team before we start ripping some packs and trying to find you something good. And football, guys, if my football people are taking off, thank you, guys. I always say thank you at the end of the break, and then it always occurs to me that when I switch sports that probably half the people have logged off beforehand and never even hear me say thank you. So hopefully all the football people haven't gone yet, and so I'm saying thank you. I appreciate you breaking with me and bidding with me and all that. So any Braves in the first half? Oh, good grief, boy. I do not know. I do not know if we have any Braves in the first half. Maybe, but I don't know. I know we had a Buster Posey. We had a Buster Posey to 25. And I don't know what else. I don't know. I mean, we had some good stuff in there, it seems like, but I just can't think what it was. Did we pull Bellinger out of there? A redemption for Bellinger? Maybe. Oh, Humphrey, you're saying we did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I do. I remembered the Buster Posey because it was on the then and now insert. But the other stuff, I don't remember. Yeah, but it is really raining outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I don't know how well this picks up the ambient noise, but it is really coming down outside, which I'm grateful for. We really need the rain. It's been pretty dry here. Hopefully it's not gonna, I don't hear any thunder or lightning, so I don't think we have to worry about any weird electricity issues. But if for any reason the brake feed were to ever go down, you know, hang tight and just know I would be getting it back up and running as soon as I could. Every once in a while, a little power surge or something will pop me in a storm, but not too often. All right, so we're going to be looking for 2 autographs per box here in Chrome. And there'll be, you know, refractors and other things in here as well. Generally speaking, unless something is numbered, I don't call it out unless you guys just want it called out, because there are a lot of refractors, and if there's, you know, if you want them called out, I will, but for the most part, I think you guys know when they're refractors. You can see that little rainbow of color as it goes by. It's one of our inserts, Salvador Perez. I call that the negative card because it looks like a black and white picture negative. I don't know what Topps calls it, but that's what I call it. So we should find a few of those in here as well. Yeah, I haven't memorized all of the photo variations, Humphrey. I don't know them all. There are some photo variations in here for sure. I have not opened it enough times yet to have them all learned. This is just the first case, of course, the back half of the first case. That's to $2.99 on the Jay Bruce. And because I'm also in the midst of opening Stadium Club and Allen and Ginter, I cannot always keep straight in my head what all the variations are in each one. So if you see one go by, yes, please, for sure, jump in there and tell me. Throw it into chat, and we'll definitely call it out. After we get through a couple of cases of this, it'll probably be a little more firmly cemented in my head. I think what we have next week, you know, nothing new baseball comes out this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, I think, is Clearly Authentic, and that's one I'm really looking forward to. If you guys haven't, well, why can I not get into that pack? My goodness. If you guys, it's a new product, Clearly Authentic. This is the first year for it. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, go online and look for, you know, they always do the breakdowns before it releases, and there should be some info about it. Check it out. It looks like it's going to be pretty nice. And that is one, fortunately, that when it went up for sale, which was several months ago, most of the stuff has pre-ordered 4, 5, 6 months in advance. So when it went up for pre-order, it was before baseball was like crazy hot, like it is now. These are nice looking, but they are not numbered. And so I was, you know, since it was a new product, not a whole lot of people were going nuts over it. So I ordered a bunch. So we'll have a lot of that. I just got lucky there. Brett Phillips is our first hit out for the Brewers. Because I think shortly after the fact, it Clearly Authentic became rather hard to obtain. So I'm glad I got it when I did. Little Aaron Judge rookie, not numbered, but still good to have. But Clearly Authentic is not buyback stuff. It's got, I don't think, it's not all buyback anyway. I think there's current stuff in there. In fact, I was pretty sure there was current stuff in there. But maybe I have, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't think so. I think Clearly Authentic is current stuff. I don't think it is buyback. Or maybe there's some buyback in there, but you're thinking maybe Archive Signature Series. Some of that is buyback. Rob Zestrensky. You know I never say the names right. We're just going with Rob for the Cubs. Is our second autograph out of that box. I'll have to double check and make sure that I'm not wrong, but I really did not think that Clearly Authentic was buyback. Thought it had new stuff in it, but I don't know. I did not. I'm trying to remember what the sell sheet. I mean, I really don't think that it is. But then I say that, and it's like, yeah, probably. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gone off to another land in my head, but I don't think so. Archive Signature Series, some of those are buyback, depending on which one it is, you know. Because this year there'll be Signature Series, and then there will be Signature Series Archives, Signature Series and Archives Signature Postseason Edition, both. And you know, though, I will say this. Honors is really a very nice product, by the way. Replay for basketball, I agree with you. Replay for basketball was not really very good. But Honors for football is actually really pretty good. And some very nice stuff comes out of Honors for football. So I would... I'm happy with Honors football. I was not very happy with Replay basketball because of the players that were included. You know, just weren't very good. I mean, I guess it depends on what you pull out of honors, you know? I mean, if you pull the Tom Brady out of there, that's going to have some resale value. So, like any of the rest of our things that we open, it really just depends on what you pull. You know, you pull the right player and you're golden. And I agree with you, Humphrey. Bo Jackson is pretty darn awesome. I mean, how do you not love a multi-sport athlete like Bo Jackson, right? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it just depends entirely on who you pull out of honors, because there is definitely value in honors, resale value in there. Now, like any product, there's some hits that are going to be worth more than others, but as a whole, I like honors. As a whole, I was not an incredible fan of replay. Not because I minded the concept. The concept was fine. What I didn't like in replay is that most of the players were not of a high caliber. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Not very desirable. There were some in there that were, but a lot were not. For the Rockies, we've got a little Marquez coming out for the first signature out of this box. And we need to find, well, there's our next one. Chad Pinder for the A's is the second signature hit out of that box. But yeah, it would be nice to find some more big hits out of this. We had obviously a pretty nice first half of the case, so would like to see a nice back half as well. I really like those. I wish that they had numbered them. This will be numbered, though, for Trevor Story for the Rockies is to 299. I like Chrome, though. How do you not like Chrome, right? I mean, it's such a great product. It seems like I always say, like, whatever is my favorite product, but I like most of the baseball products. I really do. There are very few of the baseball products that I really am just kind of like, I don't really like that one. There are definitely a few in the other sports that I'm kind of like, personally don't love, but I break anyway because other people like them. But in baseball, I really do like the majority of things that come out in baseball. Every once in a while, there'll be something that I'm kind of marginal about, but for the most part. Oh, did I not show it? Sorry. Who are you looking for? That's, well, there was Goldschmidt. Who else are you looking for in here that I went through too fast on? That's just Brad Ziegler. Was it in the second half? It was probably in this stack, wasn't it? Let's see if I can find who you're looking for. I don't know who you're looking for, but I'm flipping through to try to find it for you. That's just Mike Trout. That's Talion. Have I passed whoever you wanted to see again yet? I don't know who you guys were looking for. Well, if I didn't pass it already, let me know and I'll go back and try to find it for you again. You know, those are not numbered. If you jumped in late, you might not have heard me say that earlier, but those are not numbered. They are nice looking cards, but none of them are numbered. That is 225 for the Phillies. With the Pat. Pat is numbered 225 for the Phillies. Oh, somebody thought one of those was a superfractor. Yeah, no. No, superfractors, well, they're numbered 1 of 1, which is, you know, a good thing, obviously. And they also have a different pattern on them than the pattern that we have on those. It's hard to tell, though, sometimes without having it in your hand, you know, what the pattern is. I realize that. It's difficult to discern, and I don't ever even remember all the pattern names. Oh, you saw the Bellinger Superfractor get pulled? Nice. I know in Panini, that pattern, that unnumbered pattern that is in here is like called the wave pattern. I'm not sure what Topps calls that particular pattern. Tell you what, let's move. Some of my sorting area over there is getting a little full. We're going to move a few things over there in a minute. But in the meantime, I just wanted to move that so we have some spots stacked right there. I also will have some of the Onyx Platinum Elite, I think is what it is. And it's a relatively small checklist of current players, as well as a checklist of some past elite players like Rafael Devers, who's playing quite well over on third base for the Red Sox right now. So there's a handful, 2-3 dozen players in there on the primary checklist. And then there are case hits, and I'm not sure who the case hits are. There's Dansby. It just says that they are buybacks from major manufacturers of, you know, rookies and whatnot. So the case hit could be anybody, I guess. And then there's a checklist of maybe 2-3 dozen, 4 dozen other players. Andrew Tolles coming out for the Dodgers. That one is numbered to 250. That actually, that Onyx Platinum Elite or Elite Platinum, I think I say it backwards, should have already been here, but I don't know, somehow it got delayed or something. Apparently it's not going to show up until sometime this next week, but whenever it shows up, we will, of course, get it listed. So it does look like it has some nice prospects in it, as well as, of course, our some of our current rookies, or some of our recent call-ups, I should say. He's not technically a rookie yet. Next year will be Devers. He hasn't had enough games or at-bats or whatever to be a rookie yet this year. There's Mr. Troy Tulowitzki. Oh, there's Tapia for the Rockies. It's a nice little hit. For our second autograph out of this box, Ermit Moncada flying by. Buster Posey. There's DeGrom in the black and white. Those are not numbered, the ones that are the black and white negative or whatever you want to call them images, but I like them anyway. All right, now we're going to move some of this over. We're getting ready to bust into box number 3 is what is coming out right now. Of 6, of course. So this is our midway point. Well, you know, the recycle people have to wonder what I'm doing. Every week my recycle bin is full to the top with boxes from baseball cards, football cards. Maybe they don't look at it. You never know. But I figure they probably do. They're probably like, what is wrong with this person, man? The recycle bin is full of sports trading card boxes every week. Wow, you think the Cody Superfractor is worth $2,000? That seems aggressive. I mean, I realize his prices are going through the roof, so maybe it isn't. That's either way, it's quite a nice hit for whoever pulled it for sure. A lot of the prices really have been escalating this entire season. Of course, a couple of our rookies, you know, went into a little bit of a slump, and actually even Aaron's been in a little bit of a slump, but it hasn't hurt his card values any. But I think that cooled down a few of the teams when Dansby and Benintendi and Bregman kind of went through their little thing. Dansby's still in his little deal because he got busted back down to AAA, but Bregman's coming around. Benintendi's getting there, and they're going to be fine, all of them. It's, you know, just the typical rookie slump, and sometimes that kind of thing happens. You're saying when Aaron chipped his tooth, he's never gotten his swing back since then. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's like Samson, you know. You cut the hair and Samson loses his strength. Maybe if he chips his tooth, you know, his swing goes with it. I don't know. He's going to be fine, though. You know, it's a typical... There is Cody. All of our rookies go through that to varying degrees. Bruce Maxwell for the A's. But I cannot imagine that that it's gonna... This was stuck behind... Dansby was stuck behind Jesse Winker there. It's, you know, long term he's going to be fine. He's an excellent player, and he's going to play through it. I still think that now's the time to grab his rookie cards. Really all of them. Even Dansby, even though he's gotten busted down, he'll come back and he'll be fine. In fact, it's probably a better time to buy his now because prices will be a little bit lower. But I'm telling you, you need to be stocking up on some Rafael Devers. I'm telling you guys. Zach Greinke for the Diamondbacks, $225. I mean, it's not like Devers was a secret. You know, he's been one of the top prospects for a while, waiting to be called up. So it's not like he was a secret or anything, but the kid's just really playing lights out. He was one that I was really waiting to have come up. I've been very excited when he got called up. I was very excited to see how he was going to play. Mookie Betts to 150 for the Red Sox. Oh, you're selling Rafael now? I don't know. I mean, if he comes back next year and is even better, you might be sorry that you're selling him. I don't know. I think I'd keep him. TJ Rivera to 250 for the Mets. So, I mean, he should show up in as a rookie with his rookie cards next year. Although, you know, I mean, obviously early success isn't always indicative of future success, nor is early struggles indicative of continued struggles. I mean, think about Aaron when he came up last year. He wasn't certainly, you know, I mean, I don't even know if we thought for sure that the guy would end up on the roster. I mean, he definitely had some struggles last year, and then look at him this year, you know, comes back and knocking the lights out of it. So well, I hear what you're saying for sure, but my point is if you know, he's only come up just now, so his rookie cards that are going to be labeled as rookie cards are going to hit next year, most likely. And, you know, unless suddenly something happens and he gets put back down to AAA before he qualifies as being a rookie according to the guidelines, which I don't think is going to happen. So I'm just saying that next year with his true rookie cards coming out might be a higher, you might get a higher price for it. I don't know. Just speculating. It's all speculating. It's like playing the stock market, you know. We just all have to kind of guess and hope. I tell you one thing we're going to open this weekend, because it has been sitting around here forever, and I've got to do something with it. I've got some 2012 Topps, Series 1, Series 2 Jumbo, and Update regular hobby, not Jumbo, that I bought a while back when I was breaking some older baseball, and the intent was to pair it with some other stuff that then ended up getting sold out at the hobby shop before I went back to buy more of it, because all of a sudden, you know, these guys started heating up, and my hobby shop that had product in there since 2013 that I was buying in little dribs and drabs suddenly didn't have it anymore. So then I just stuck the 2012 aside and didn't do anything with it because I didn't have what I was going to pair it with. So I'll probably just pair it together, and we'll probably just do 2012 Series 1, Series 2 Jumbo, and 2012 Update Hobby all in one break. And of course, obviously, you know, Bryce Harper's rookie is in Update. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that is true. You definitely lose on some prospects too. I mean, there's no question. It goes both ways. There's big wins and there's big losses too. Jeff Hoffman redemption. That's the only redemption I've seen in here so far other than the Cody Bellinger. Topps is pretty good about not having a ton of redemptions, which is nice. A lot of their stuff, most of their stuff, I guess, I would say, is live. Melky Cabrera, numbered to 150 for the Sox. Matt Olson. Sorry about that. Matt Olson for the A's. It's our second signature. The first one, of course, being the redemption. There's another Aaron rookie. Oh, there's another Aaron rookie. But yeah, it's, you know, honestly, it's just kind of more or less like gambling, right? I mean, and so is the stock market. The stock market is gambling just like collecting prospect cards and all that stuff is too. It's all just a socially acceptable form of gambling, in my opinion. But the stock market and all that's fun, you know? So, I mean, why wouldn't we want to do it? Well, you know, and you can make money if we do it right. Stock market and cards. But most of the cards that I collect personally, though, I just collect because I like the player or I like the team. I don't keep a whole lot with the idea of, you know, flipping them somewhere down the road. Occasionally, I'll hang on to a few if it's somebody that I really am kind of high on. I'll wait and see how they come out of the gate, but not terribly often. And of course, part of that too is that my collection has a lot of basketball in it. You know, I graduated from UK, so basketball is kind of our thing. So I have a lot of basketball stuff, and the Steelers, of course, my NFL team. So I got a lot of football stuff. And the poor little Reds have just been bad for so long that I don't have as much baseball as I do some of the other sports, so that factors into it as well. Because obviously, you know, with the NFL and the NBA, it's not the same kind of waiting period like we have in baseball. You know, they draft, and a couple months later they're playing, and a couple months after that we know whether we're winning or losing in terms of their value. But you know, baseball, they're in the farm system 4 or 5 years. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but I'd say the average is 4 to 5 years. So you got all that time to round them up and then decide what you're going to do with them. And if I go through some of my baseball, I might have some stuff in there I don't even remember having. I need to do that soon. Because honestly, I want to send a bunch of stuff off to be graded. I've got probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 cards anyway that I need to have graded. And I just haven't gotten off my tail to get them sent in. Oh, Jennifer, I will be recapping all the hits as soon as we finish this last box here, that's what I'm taking out of the pack right now. And as soon as we finish this, I will recap all of the hits. And I'm pretty sure we have a Rocky or two somewhere in here. If anybody missed when I said it earlier, I'm expecting the stuff that we're breaking tonight will probably ship out in the range of Thursday to Friday. And as always, if I can get it out to you sooner, I will. But I'm kind of anticipating that we're looking at a Thursday to Friday kind of shipping window. And I do print the labels on eBay, so you should get a tracking notification when I print the label. Although recently there have been a few times they, for some reason, have not added it to the order, which is then a big problem because they also don't put the name and address on the emailed receipt that they give you. But most of the time, they're adding them to the order when I print it. Ty Blach for the Giants. There's a little Alex Bregman went by there. Oh, who'd we leave down there? Brandon Crawford. Josh Donaldson. Here's a little TJ Rivera. And didn't we hit him earlier? I think we did. Either numbered or signature, one or the other. That's to 150 for the Mets. But of course, we'll find out momentarily when we recap it. And then we have the one redemption. You guys know that I will go checklist verify that because I always checklist verify them. I'm weird like that. And that's mainly just because, you know, that's what it says in the listing down there in that little special circumstances area when it talks about redemptions. That's what it says we will do is checklist verify them. So that's what I do. Oh, Trey Mancini tried to jump ship there, but we caught him. He was trying to get out of here. Here's another Aaron, freshman flash. That's we didn't pull that one before, so that's a nice little extra Aaron Judge. Of course, I know we wanted an Aaron Judge signed. I know that, but still, some of his base cards and things have been doing okay. Hunter Pence, and Hunter is 250, and it is the first one? Yeah, number 1 of 50. For whatever reason, I always like the first and the last. This is actually the one technically that is the wave, I think. I think I said earlier that the other one is what Panini would call the wave, but that pattern that we just saw, I think, is actually what Panini would call the wave. Now, what Topps calls it, I am not certain. That is numbered 299 on the Marquez. All right, so we've got a little Jeff Hoffman here that we will go take a look at. And here's our little stack of numbered stuff. So give me one moment here to jump over to our checklist and get to this. What is this? Rookie Autograph Refractor Parallel. All right, and of course that is the Colorado Rockies. But I do like to jump over there and check it out. And if you guys don't know this, I guess most of you probably do, but if for some reason you don't know it, all the checklists for the Topps products are always on the Topps website. And for the new products that are coming out, they usually put the checklist out like 5 days or a week or something ahead of time. So, all right, so let's review what we have here. Well, actually, let's set that aside and we'll take a look at our numbered cards first, and then we'll do our autograph cards. Well, that is not numbered, but I set it aside because it's there are not very many of them usually in a case, so I generally set them aside even though they're not numbered. Now we'll get into our autographs. The redemption, of course, the Jeff Hoffman checklist verified, and it is the Rockies. The Tyler Rivera for the Mets to 150. Ty Blach for the Giants, not numbered. Matt Olson for the A's, unnumbered. TJ Rivera again. I thought we had him in there twice. That one is to 250 for the Mets. Bruce Maxwell for the A's, unnumbered. There's another Rocky with the Ramel Tapia, unnumbered. Andrew Toles for the Dodgers to 250. Man, there were a lot of A's in here. Chad Bender for the A's, unnumbered. There's another Rocky with Marquez, unnumbered. And there's Rob Zastrinsky for the Cubbies, not numbered. And then for the Brewers, Brett Phillips. So that is this back half of Chrome. We got a couple more cases of Chrome. Well, one more case of Chrome that is set up as half case breaks. Then we'll move to full case breaks of Chrome Hobby. And then once we finish those, we will move into Chrome Jumbo. So, woohoo! Oh, well, Ryan, I'm sorry there weren't any cards in there you like, though. You know, it's for old Hall of Fame autographs. Well, it depends on how old you want to go, you know. I mean, that varies. And who you're looking for, you know. Because, like, if you're looking for Hank Aaron, well, he's in most of the products. If you're looking for somebody more obscure, that might be a little different. You might like a product, actually, Ryan, that's coming out. Oh, what is the name of that product? I've talked about it before, and I've completely forgotten what it's called. It comes out in, I don't know, maybe another 3 or 4 months. It's pretty high end, and I cannot think of the name of it. And it's going to be full of stuff like that, I think, but it's not inexpensive. Man, I can't think of the name of it though. So Ryan, it depends on, you know, the player that you're looking for. I mean, yeah, Tier 1 and Museum Collection definitely have some Hall of Famers in it. I wouldn't, it just depends on the player mainly. I would suggest to you, Ryan, go to the Topps website and look back at maybe some of the 2016 products, the checklist for 2016, and it'll give you an idea like how much rookie content versus how much veteran content is in each of the products. Obviously, for brand new products that are coming out in 2017, it's, you know, you're not going to have a model of comparison, but they will put the checklist up about a week before the product goes live, so it'll still give you a chance to look over it and decide if it's something that you want or not. So, oh, Jennifer, it's the first time you bid on the Rockies. Well, you did all right. You ended up with several hits out of there, so congrats on that. And that's it for me tonight, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, as always, I really appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting, hanging out, all that stuff. I'm going to sign off for tonight, and I'm going to start putting all these hits into sleeves and top loaders and one touches and whatever we need to get them in, because that's going to take me a while tonight. We got a lot. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good start to your work week tomorrow, and I hope that I will see you again soon for another break. Bye-bye.